Good evening. I have the pleasure to be with you tonight to talk about a problem that is very close to our hearts and our consciences. Everyone has probably got, stashed away at home somewhere, a fur coat, a snakeskin belt or shoes, or something similar that we are too embarrassed to wear because we feel guilty. Deep down, we are fully aware that these animals should not have been sacrificed just for our Western vanity. It is not that we need these luxuries in the Western world. There are many synthetic products to replace them that are indistinguishable in appearance and often more durable. Synthetic fibers do not need special temperatures or expensive cleaning processes in order to keep them in good condition, nor do you have to keep them insured in your wardrobe because of their value. And anyway, will the younger generation, sensitized by so many ecological movements, really want to inherit them? The majority of people throughout the world are aware of the problem of endangered species. In every country, different species of birds or animals, as well as insects and plants, are listed as being in danger of extinction. Over 5,000 species of animals are threatened in the world, and 7 times this number of plants are in danger. Illegal hunting is responsible for the disappearance of elephants, tigers and bears, among others. Elephant poaching has become a big issue over the last 50 years as hunters brutally kill these majestic creatures solely for their tusks to provide a few tourists with some ivory trinkets. Similarly, the horn of the rhinoceros is highly sought after, immediately relegating this animal too to the wanted list. Contrary to expectation, sometimes livestock breeders themselves are responsible for the death of endangered animals as, in their attempt to protect their own herds, they poison or trap the wild animals that come prowling around. Other times, when an animal or bird is introduced into an area, it may displace existing inhabitants. This happened, for example, with the starling, a bird introduced from England to America about 100 years ago. The destruction of animals' habitats plays a huge role in the process of their disappearance. Forest fires are natural disasters for which man cannot always be blamed. But tree-felling operations in the developing world are slowly ousting animals from their homes. Rivers may be dammed and swamps drained and filled for construction or irrigation work. This means that animals and birds are forced to move elsewhere, where the food supply is not sustainable. To make matters worse, the insecticides farmers use to control pests and produce better crops take their toll on the bird population. If the birds survive, the females lay eggs with shells which are so thin that the embryos do not survive. Again, if we turn our attention to fishing, the illegal use of dynamite can cause irreparable harm to the seabed, while overfishing leads to a serious depletion in stocks, as indeed has happened with the cod. At least whale and shark hunting, which provide some islanders with a livelihood, have been restricted somewhat by legislation. Each link in the chain affects the next one, but we should not think of ourselves as separate entities, controlling the chain, so to speak, but rather as one link, albeit an important one, in this tenuous cycle of life. That is why I would like to appeal to you tonight, to think of the Friends of Nature and all the good work that we're doing. I ask you to contribute generously to this charity. You can become a member by phoning our free phone number 0800 373 94 or simply talk to one of our consultants about the ways in which you can help.